Okay, we are starting Chapter 9. Chapter 9 starts a whole new unit. We are going to be accounting for a merchandising business organized as a corporation. Chapters 1 through 8, we were a service business organized as a proprietorship. Okay, so we're going to be adding some more journals. And the first one that we're going to be talking about is a purchases journal. If you look at page 234 in the book. Okay, let's first of all talk about merchandising business. Now we are a business that will sell goods. Goods that a business purchases to sell are called merchandise. A business that purchases and sells goods is called a merchandising business. Okay, so we're going to be buying goods in turn to sell to our customers. And we're going to use a special journal. Page 235. It lists the 5 different journals that you will be familiar with. Number 5 is general journal, which you've been using. Okay, so number 1 is a purchases journal. You only use a purchase journal for all purchases of merchandise on account. On account. That means you did not pay cash for it. Okay, so purchases on account. Number 2 is a cash payment journal. Anytime you spend cash, we're going to use the cash payments journal. Sales journal. All sales of merchandise on account. When we make a sale of merchandise on account. Cash receipt journal is for all cash receipts. And now, if it doesn't fit into those 4, we're going to use our general journal. Alright, so chapter 9, we're going to start out with the purchases journal. Page 236. The price a business pays for goods it purchases is called the cost of merchandise. And you're going to sell it at a greater price than the cost. The selling price of merchandise must be greater than the cost of the merchandise if a business is going to make a profit. Okay, you know how much you buy merchandise for, that's the cost. You know what you sell it for. The difference is the markup. A business from which merchandise is purchased, okay, you're going to buy from a vendor. Okay, you're going to buy from a vendor. And purchase on account. When the merchandise is purchased and will be paid for later, it's on account. Page 237, you have an example of a purchases journal. Okay, you're going to have the date, the account that you're going to credit, because you remember you're buying on account. Okay, and then you notice in the column you've got purchases debit, accounts payable credit. So that's your transaction. Purchase debit, accounts payable credit. Okay, page 238 shows you a purchase invoice. Okay, this is a source document. Your steps on page 238. Steps on page 239 for journalizing a purchase of merchandise on account. And then how you total and rule a purchases journal. You just at the end of the month, you're going to add it up. You're going to add it up twice, verify that you've got the same amount. Okay, and then you're just going to double rule it. Those steps are on page 240. Alright, let's do the work together 9-1. You have a purchases journal for Lambert Hardware. You're going to use the current year. You're going to journalize these transactions on page 10 of the purchases journal. So purchases journal, page 10. Purchase invoices are abbreviated as a P. So on October the 2nd, you purchased merchandise on account from American Tools, $1,230, purchase invoice 116. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and write in the date, October. October. And this one was on the 2nd. And we bought this from American Tools. Oops. Okay, our purchase number is going to be our 116, purchase invoice 116, and the amount is the 1230. Okay. The next one that we have, Purchase merchandise on account from Harris Manufacturing, $480. Purchase invoice $117. So the 7th, Harris Manufacturing, $117, and the amount is $480. And the last one, purchase merchandise on account from Keesler Supplies, $780. Purchase invoice $118. Okay, so the 11th, Keesler Supply, $118 and $780. Okay, that was the first step. Now number 2, total and rule the purchases journal. Okay, this is at the end of the month, so October, this will be the 31st. You're going to write in total. You don't have anything that goes here. You're simply just going to add these up. 1230 plus 480 plus 780 is 2490. Okay, double check your addition. Make sure it equals 2490. If it equals, you're going to double rule that. And that's how you use a purchases journal.